I'm alone on my sidewalk outside my townhouse. It's a community with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in this little development and subdivision. People living right on top of one another, and yet, as you can see, very much alone. It's a quiet sidewalk out in front of my place, and mostly I like that. It does bring to mind at times the sense of being alone. Do you know when God created the world, at the end of every day, He'd look at what He made and He would declare it good. He made the sun and the moon and the stars and all the heavens, and at the end of that day He said it's good. And He made the land and the sea, and at the end of that day He looked at it and He said, that's good. Do you know the first time in the Bible when God said something wasn't good? It's the day that God made man. And God said, that part was good, but it is not good for man to be alone. That's not a commandment to get married. It's not why God made Eve. But it is teaching from the Scripture that God made us as social creatures. He made us to be in relationship, and so much of the Bible is devoted to having healthy human relationships. We need family, and we need friends. We need close bonds and intimate relationships. We need healthy relationships, not destructive, but productive. We need replenishing relationships, not depleting relationships. A lot is said about hate and anger and bitterness and those destructive kinds of emotions that harm the relationships between people, but there's a lot said about joy and love and forgiveness and peace and gentleness and kindness, and we need that too. We need human relationships. I need you, and you need me. Now, sometimes a nice quiet afternoon is great, but long term, through our life, it's not good for man to be alone. You know, sometimes God uses these moments to teach me and to change me, and just when life is changing, that's when I know God is changing my life.
Where do they all come from?